The way that animals behave is sometimes so incredible that it's hard to believe it without seeing it with your own eyes. So here are some of the most incredible animal moments ever captured on camera. Wait until the end because it is definitely worth it. Let's start at the zoo. The chimpanzee doesn't have a bad life here, so he loves interacting with people. He just does it in his own way. This time, the chimp shows its so-called victim from the crowd of visitors to show off its ingenuity and to call people out for their lack of foresight. Those who have stingrays as pets may know how unique their personalities are, and this little beauty, for instance, has its own way of catching its prey. Wild birds also don't cut corners on their ingenuity when a nice, tasty fish is on the table. This green heron had learned to use bread as bait for a good catch. Now that is a true fisherman. Some soccer players could really have a thing or two from this. Is it a forward in the way? Why not just knock him out of the game with a ball? You don't have to call the paramedics after either. In fact, you can just drag him off the field yourself. Loitering by the entrance of this store is a surefire way to get the security on top of you. In cases like these, good thing that we have security. What can you do if you were born a parrot but dreamed your whole life of becoming a peacock with a majestic tail? Well, there's one way to get around needing plastic surgery. Do you know how to ride a sled? I'll let you in on a secret. It turns out that you also have to carry them uphill. This dog, Secret, doesn't let that difficulty task get in the way of enjoying the first snowfall. Do you like speed? This bear can't wait to try out its new turned car. It's a shame the craftsmanship didn't live up to his hopes. In this next story, we're featuring a very graceful and artistic animal that is very much against sleeping in a stall. This horse wants comfort, a bed, a pillow, and even a nice warm blanket. Its owner seems to be hesitant, and the horse decides to cover itself. And speaking of horses, this horse stopped so suddenly at the wrong time that it burned its horseshoes a bit and stumbled back. While some might fall back, others push forward. This Frisian mare, known as Mariska, doesn't really care for stall doors or, well, any obstacles for that matter, on her way to eat and stroll about in the yard. Our next story is definitely not for the faint of heart. This sight can be compared to the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds. What could this massive gathering of birds possibly want in a city where there's less food than on a farm? Have you ever met a cat with a musical ear? Well, this handsome fellow likes to drum, and mind you, not on actual drums, but rather on a door. I wonder how this cat's owners and neighbors handle this cat's insomnia. This cat's owner can't seem to take the strain off her tired legs. Her pet just loves to relax with the massager and constantly takes the device away. To each their own. While this cat enjoys a massage, this elephant relaxes blissfully under the jets of water. The giant is even willing to stand up on its head to be washed everywhere. What do you think that this bear wants to be? Let us know in the comment section below. Should he choose to be a career as a dancer? Or maybe a fitness junkie? Master, why don't we get a pet? Look, I caught a dinosaur for you, and I'll play with it. Oh well, I guess if you don't want it, I'll take it back to where it belongs. This story involves crows, but this time it's cute instead of ominous. See just how intelligent this bird is when it gets a treat for itself. And this guinea pig doesn't have to think about how to find a tasty cucumber or a lettuce leaf. Its owner has even taken care of its commute. Rightly so too. Besides, why subject those delicate paws to walking on foot if it can roll around in a crib? Would you like to play with a cute monkey? Just make sure that you don't tease it with a banana while it's having a bad day in the morning. This is who they should be recruiting for the traffic police. This dog makes quick work of the traffic jam, clearing up the road in no time. And this dog obviously considers himself human. I wonder what it's thinking. Is it walking its owner, or maybe is the owner walking it? Well, either way, the walk is fantastic. Definitely worth trying out for the runway. You know that feeling you get whenever your pet actually plays Jenga better than you? What amazing precision and sense of balance. True, this dog will have to learn how to put the bars on the top tower, but come on, that'll come with time. Many people love street racing. Adrenaline junkies will stop at nothing to get that high. Bikes, sports cars, powerful off-road vehicles, or even huge trucks. But meeting a duck amongst street racers? Well, that's just unbelievable. When traveling by car, make sure that you've got enough food for yourself and treats for the animal that you may encounter along the way. You never know when one of those desert wanderers will end up on your next asphalt road. Dogs can be anything that they want. Be it a police officer, a guard, a support worker, shepherd, and even a model. To meet a skateboarding dog among them, though, is definitely something new. What a sharp turn. We used to always joke about the speed of turtles, but rather it's not the speed that counts, but the persistence. This turtle has had enough persistence, or perhaps it decided to become a rock climber. And this turtle seems to have awakened its natural urge to roam, but it does lack the ability to wrestle with the current. Perhaps the little reptile had maybe mistaken the water faucet for the equatorial concurrent, or maybe it just wanted to wrestle with a steel foe. While people are spending tons of money building entire amusement parks for themselves, monkeys were forced to come up with their own entertainment without any kind of sponsorship. This brilliant attraction ended up costing the primates nothing at all. They say that ducks really don't care about the cold, just let them swim around in a pond. It seems that they hold a completely different opinion about the snow. I mean, come on, just look at how this crowd said nope all at once and headed back to their warm home. For a long time, the owner of these geese couldn't understand how his pets ended up outside behind the fence every day. So this is who organized these masterful escapes. While some birds show incredible skill to achieve their goals, others have a rather wicked sense of humor. That poor puppy, and he still has to live with his bully. This kingfisher has either the skill nor the sense of humor to be able to appreciate the absurdity of his situation. How this little guy got his beak stuck in a banana tree is beyond me. He probably wanted to eat the larva of a dragonfly and really didn't consider the strength. Finally, this video is definitely hard to believe. If you think that there are people who can only swim like dogs and that dogs can only ever swim by paddling, then you would be wrong. In fact, there's dogs who love to swim on their backs just like humans. And on that positive note, we've come to the end of our incredible selection. Why not share in the positivity too? Go ahead and ding that notification bell and hit a thumbs up, along with subscribing to the channel for more content just like this.